And still on the Ruga settlement, we have joining us now the Deputy Governor of Borno State, Umar Usman Kadafur. Many thanks for joining us, sir.
Good evening.
Could you tell us the economic value and capacity of Ngranam Ruga settlement? Can it contain headers even from other parts of the state, especially southern part, or are there similar facilities that will cater for their needs?
Question. You know, the Ngranam Ruga settlement is the first one that was launched in the state. We have three similar settlements in the state, one from the southern part of the state, and the other in Imurgu, a village in Askra local government. And also we have another one in Gubio local government area. While the one we have launched in Mafa is the one that we are talking about now. We made a lot of provisions, and we looked at the population of the displaced, pastoralists in that locality in the Mafa local government area. We have about 18 villages that were displaced, and mostly the population of Borno State, we are farmers, both crop and livestock farmers. And if you look at it, Borno State is the second largest state in Nigeria. So the government came up with this program to see how best we can work on the lives of our pastoralists, especially the displaced persons. So that is why we put up the Ruga settlement. And also we made a lot of provisions for their housing, for the clinics, and both veterinary and healthcare facilities provided, and also a school is being provided in the settlement. And also, we are going to drive the process because we have taken over the ownership of the whole program in conjunction with the federal government. While the federal government is providing 40%, the state is providing 60%. And also, we have taken over and we are ensuring that this program is sustainable. So I assure you, inshallah, we are going to secure the place. We're going to provide a lot to those who are there. Already, we have, we have provided a lot. We have a veterinary clinic. We have a pasture farm. And also, the Ruga is positioned in a stylish way, whereby it linked with Ngaranam and Magumeri and Marte grazing reserve area, so that the pastoralists can now graze freely. After we have established even the pasture, which also the local government area, in conjunction with the State Ministry of Livestock, have made provision so that we are having a pasture farm of more than now 20 hectares for our breeding improvement and grazing. We also want to provide veterinary services to those inhabitants of the settlement. And also, how do we improve on the value chain processes? We have the feed mill. We have the milk collection center, of which if the pastoralists went to sell the milk in the market and they were not able to sell it at that day, they can bring it back to the settlement. We have a milk collection center and preservation for them to preserve their milk for future, businesses, so they can take it any other day to the market and sell it. We are providing services also.
All right. Many thanks, Deputy Governor. Because of time, you said this is of benefit to displaced persons. Besides that, why is the government of Borno State prioritizing investment in Ruga settlement?
The displaced people, as I mentioned earlier, they are pastoralists and crop farmers. So, and they are indigenous of our state. If you look at it, we are trying to diversify livestock, business in the state. So this Ruga settlement is one of our plans. The next one is part of the value chain. We have the agro-processing zone. We are going to provide like a guaranteed offtake to all the livestock farmers in our state and all the stakeholders in the livestock, business, so that at the end of the day, we will be buying from them and process it and even export it outside. That is the major reason. We want to improve and diversify on the livestock business in Borno State.
All right. You already mentioned security being, on the mind of the government. Can you tell us how you intend to secure, this facility against all forms of threats in the face of security challenges affecting the zone?
The settlement, where we had a lot of, consideration before even putting up the settlement. What we do, Borno State, as the epicenter of insurgency, we have been resettling a lot of, villages. So this one is still part of our resettlement process and recovery system in the state. What we do is we have a security team comprising of the governor, the theater commander, and other head of security agencies. They have to certify areas before we go and resettle people. So it's a lot of process, but we are determined to resettle our people. And as we are doing it, we take into consideration the displaced people, the displaced communities, and whatever we are going to do in our resettlement process, we make sure we make provisions for those people who are resettled back into their ancestral home to have a life, to have a source of livelihood. So we consider what do they do, and that is what we prioritize before resettling these people.
All right, many thanks, Deputy Governor Umar Usman. Because of time, we'll have to leave the conversation at this point. We wish you the very best, and of course, we'd like to see all of this materialized to, benefit of the people of Borno State. Many thanks once again.